What's up everyone, welcome to the video. So today we are training upper body and just getting warmed up here, and I did film my two other warm-up sets, which I did the bar and then I did add 10 pounds, but for some reason my camera didn't film it. But here is 95 pounds, so I'm doing 5 reps here, and again this is all to just get the central nervous system warm and ready and fired up, ready for the heavier weights. So then we bumped it up to 115 pounds, which I'm going to do for a few reps here, and I think I did sets of 5 all the way warming up until my working weights. And so then again we bumped the weight up to 135 pounds, and we're going to do another few reps here, and I'm going to give you guys a few cues for the overhead press. After I get into my working weights, I'm going to show you guys how I basically prepare my body to drive the weight up. You know, you don't want to just go under the bar and just try to press it up. You know, there's a few things that you should know, and it's very important to take these cues to prevent any injuries, because you definitely do not want like any spinal injuries. So here is my working weight of 170 pounds, and the rep scheme today is 5-5-5-3-3-3. So I'm basically going to do 3 sets of 5 with 170. But as you can see, well, actually you can't see it because my shirt is blocking it, but the entire movement I have my glutes flexed and I have my core engaged, so that way it makes basically like a solid foundation, and you're able to just drive the weight up without your hips swinging around or moving. And then after every set of the overhead press, we would rest for 90 seconds, and then we're going to do some sternum chin ups. Now as you guys can see, I'm not just doing a regular chin up, I'm pulling the bar to my sternum, which it is pretty difficult. It is a challenging movement, but you get a nice contraction on the lats. So same rep scheme, and then rest for 90 seconds. And then here is my working weight for the sets of 3. So I did bump it up to 180 pounds, which we did successfully hit for 3 reps. And as you guys can see here, my glutes are flexed. I mean, you can't see my core, but everything is fully flexed and engaged, so that way I can just drive the weight straight up. Next movement, we had some neutral grip dumbbell presses. So we're going to do 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps here. Now I really like the neutral grip press because it takes a lot of stress off the shoulder joints. You guys always see me pressing with a neutral grip, and this is very beneficial to, well, it's actually very important to not get injured. You know, throughout my entire, I'd say, lifting career, like I have not had any injuries lifting. So it is very important to properly warm up and use proper form. So we did 6 to 8 reps here, and then we're going to rest for 90 seconds, and then we're going to do some 30-degree incline rows. Now 3 sets of 6 to 8, and we're basically going to alternate this back and forth between the dumbbell press and the row. And this is a really great movement because you do get a nice deep stretch and then a nice contraction at the top. Really like this movement. And next movement, we had some tricep extensions. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps here. And again, this is a really great movement for the tricep, as like if I do skull crushes with like a straight bar, it really hurts my elbows. But doing this type of grip, like the neutral grip, it doesn't hurt my elbows whatsoever. So we did 8 to 10 reps, and then we would rest for 60 seconds, and then we're going to do some seated neutral grip curls, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps here. And again, I like the hammer curl because, or the neutral grip curl, because it does work your forearm as well, which I am really wanting to bring up my forearms. And then finishing up the workout with some neck curls. And yeah, everyone's gonna look at you weird when you're doing this movement in the gym because pretty much nobody does it. So we did 4 sets of 25 to 30 reps here. And again, this is a very beneficial movement for the yoke, which is, you know, the neck and the traps. So yeah, I definitely did make a lot of improvements in my yoke during the last bear mode phase, which I still need to make a video coming pretty soon for like specific yoke training, but I did get a lot of these principles from Alpha Destiny, which he has a lot of great content on that. So that wraps up the workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the workout. Now that was my first upper body day of the week, and that was actually my second time doing that workout. So the first time I did the workout, I was much weaker than what I was this week. You know, I was able to increase all of my weights by 5 pounds. And you know, that might not seem like a lot to you guys, but you know, if you're steadily increasing over time, which is called the progressive overload principle, you're just gonna get stronger and stronger and build muscle. And so in my last video, I did tell you guys that I did end my cut, and I've already noticed like some strength gains. You know, because like after I'm doing the cheat day, well, basically you guys have seen how I structured out my weekly intake between, you know, having my previous videos on like the cheat day 101 and just basically explaining how I balance out the cheat day. You know, it's not like I have this crazy high, fast, extreme metabolism. My metabolic rate is basically pretty average. You know, I do have to go pretty low in calories on some certain days. Obviously on my training days, I try to keep the calories as high as possible. But on rest days, I'll really pull back the calories depending on how hard I went on my cheat day. So the last cheat day I had 10,000 calories. So that's gonna take a pretty decent chunk out of your weekly intake. So now that I'm not dieting anymore, it's not as aggressive. You know, so I'm basically gonna be at maintenance calories. So my calories on all the other days out of the week are gonna be much higher. So that way I'm gonna have more energy through my training sessions, and I'm already feeling so much better. And when you diet, like it comes with dieting, like strength loss comes with dieting regardless, no matter what you do. In the beginning of my dieting phase, I was still gaining strength. As you get leaner and leaner, your leverages start to take a hit. So like my pressing strength took a hit. And just even like around the last couple weeks, my squatting has taken a little bit of a hit. But yesterday I did train lower body, and I was able to increase my weights by 5 pounds from the previous week. So we are already on the steady uprise on rebuilding my strength. And that is just like, I've become really obsessed with staying strong and keeping my strength. When I first got shredded, I didn't care about strength. All I cared about was how I looked. You know, so I would go in the gym and didn't even have really like a plan. You know, just go in there and just do sets, do reps, chase the pump. And that's all I really cared about. You know, I wasn't very strong at all, but I looked shredded, you know, and that's all I cared about. And at that stage, like, you know, I didn't push myself very hard to get absolutely shredded during this dieting phase, because I know it comes with that. When you get absolutely shredded, everything takes a hit, like your sex drive, your strength, your hunger levels, your sleep. All these factors come into play when you get absolutely shredded. And you know, like a lot of people don't even know their body fat percentage. Like, oh, I'm about 10% or 9%. And usually when somebody says they're at 10%, they're probably about 13%. You know, and like body fat percentage, you shouldn't go chase a number. You just kind of go how you feel, how you look. You know, you don't have to go and chase like, oh, I want to be 8% body fat. You know what I mean? Because everybody stores body fat differently. Luckily for me, my midsection stays pretty lean. You know, so even in my bare mode bulking series, I still had abs. Not like they were crazy revealed, but you could still see them while I was at a higher body fat percentage, because I do store a lot more of my body fat on my upper thighs and glute area, so it does make my body look much leaner when I'm at a higher body fat percentage. So what I really plan to do is keep on increasing my strength while maintaining this body composition. And of course, I'm still gonna do the cheat days and just balance out my weekly calories, but I'm really excited to not be in a deficit and to keep on increasing my strength. You know, like strength to me, it's like, I'm just very addicted to whatever I do. It's like with my skateboarding career, you know, like obviously I don't compete like I used to, but like when I skated, I wanted to be the best. You know, obviously not, I don't want to be better than everybody, but I just wanted to be the best that I could possibly do. And I just have that work ethic, you know, so like that has carried over to like the gym and the training. It's like I want to be as strong as I can possibly be, make myself be the best individual that I can possibly be for myself. You know, I'm in no competition with anybody else. Like, of course there's going to be people that are stronger than me, bigger than me, have a way better physique than me. You know what I mean? I don't care. You know, I don't let that bother me, and you guys shouldn't let that bother you as well. You know, every person on this planet has a different metabolic rate. They have a different basically leverages on their bodies. So, you know, some people are built for the squat, some people are built for the deadlift, some people just genetically have a massive chest. You know what I mean? So genetics, all these things come into play, and you know, like, just at the end of the day, just be the best that you can be. And as long as you're working hard and you're consistent, you're gonna get there. So hopefully this video has helped you guys. You know, I try to give you guys as many tips as possible and just basically share my experience throughout my lifting career. I'd say it is. I guess it's a lifting career. I don't know. I just like to work out and train, but I do take it very seriously. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.